All right. I am happy to be live with you here from SDG Replays. My name is Kent Blaylock, and what we're going to be doing today is we're going to be doing an alternate replay of the 1995 World Series, which was a strike-shortened 144-game season that had the Cleveland Indians playing the Atlanta Braves. I guess you could say now that it's the cancel culture World Series with the Braves and the Indians. A little humor there in the midst of the turmoil in our world. I am myself a Cleveland Indians fan. I've said in other broadcasts that my grandfather was in the farm system for the Cleveland Indians. So I'm a big Cleveland Indians fan, and I'm also a disheartened and disappointed Cleveland Indian fan because championships do not come. 95, we thought would be the year. 1995, the Indians were 100 wins with 44 losses, and they finished 30 games in front in the division. And as you'll look at the screen, as the comparisons of the lineups between the teams, you'll see all those C's down there in the middle until you get to the bottom and you get to the pitching. And if you'll remember back in 95, the Braves had the three-headed monster of Greg Maddux, Tom Glavine, and it's slipping my mind right now. Someone will remind me later. Maddux, Tom Glavine. I'm seeing his face, but not remembering his name. Somebody help me. Possibly later. But here we are, 1995 World Series. The Indians are the home team hosting the visiting Atlanta Braves. Let's get this game started. And the game is taking its time. Here we go. So, top of the first, and coming to the plate for the visiting Atlanta Braves, starting out leading off at third base, Chipper Jones, who for the season batted .265 with 23 home runs and 86 RBIs. But batting second, David Justice, batting .253 with 24 home runs and 78 RBIs. Batting third, Javi Lopez, your catcher, batting .315 with 14 home runs and 51 RBIs. And batting cleanup, batting in your fourth spot, Ryan Klesko, left fielder, batting .310 with 23 home runs and 70 RBIs. Batting fifth at first base, the crime dog, Fred McGriff, batting .280 with 27 home runs and 93 RBIs. Batting sixth, Mark Lemke, your second baseman, batting .253 with 5 home runs and 38 RBIs. In center field, batting seventh, Mike Mordecai, batting .280, playing a partial season with only 75 at-bats, hitting 3 home runs and 11 RBIs. Batting eighth, your shortstop, Rafael Belliard, batting .222 with no home runs and 70 RBIs in 75 games. And then your pitcher, Greg Maddux, who had an incredible year with a 19-2 record, a 181 strikeouts, a 1.63 ERA, and his WHIP for the year was under 0.8. So the problem is getting on if you're Cleveland. Pitching for Cleveland today is a right-handed pitcher, Charles Nagy. Overall, it's a 90 to 92 mile an hour fastball. He had a good year of 16-6 with 139 Ks with a 4.55 ERA. And so let's get our game started. Leading off for the Atlanta Braves, Chipper Jones. Here's the 3-0 count. And he walks Chipper Jones. And let me change my view here. I'm not happy with that view. Give me a second here. And we'll be good to go. All right, now stepping up second with a runner on, David Justice, your right fielder, batting .253 for the season with 24 home runs. And he hits a base hit down the left past the third baseman. So with no outs, we have runners on first and second. No outs. With Javi Lopez up to bat. 1-2 count. And it's strike three. And it's his first strikeout on a sinker. Got Javi swinging. Coming up, your cleanup hitter, Ryan Klesko. 1 out, 2 on. 3-0 count. He misses, ball 4. So the bases are loaded early for the Atlanta Braves. And now the crime dog, Fred McGriff, batting .280 for the year with 27 home runs. And he gets into the gets out of trouble in that first inning. So as I said, Greg Maddux will be pitching for the Atlanta Braves. 1.63 ERA and 209 2/3 inning pitch with 181 strikes and 22 bases on balls. Incredible pitcher, incredible position. Leading off for the Cleveland Indians is Kenny Lofton, center fielder, batting .310 for the year with 7 home runs and 53 RBIs. He steps to the plate, the 1-1 ball. He hits it sharply, and it's a base hit past the shortstop yard into left field. So an early hit for the Cleveland Indians. Up second is the 22-year-old Manny Ramirez, early in his career, batting .308 with 31 home runs and 107 RBIs. And the speedy Lofton still second. It was a quick throw, but too late. Hard to get the speedster. So that's his stolen base. So with no outs, Manny Ramirez has a runner in scoring position. Here comes the pitch. 3-2 count. Slow roller to third. Ramirez will be out at first, but Lofton moves into scoring position at third. And up to the plate, Albert Bell, who had an incredible 95 season with a 317 average with 50 home runs and 126 RBIs. The 2-0 count, he hits it, he lifts it into center. It will be fielded, but the speedy Lofton makes it in easily to give Cleveland the early 1-0 lead against the Atlanta Braves. Stepping to the plate, the Cleveland Indians, with the bases clear, Jim Thome, who hit for 314 in the 95 season with 25 home runs and 73 RBIs. The 1-0 count is popped up. The catcher fields it easily. That ends the first. The score, Cleveland 1, Atlanta 0. Coming to the plate in the top half of the second inning is your second baseman, Mark Lemke, batting .253 for the year with 5 home runs, 38 RBIs. Here's the 3-1 pitch. Ball 4, so Lemke's on to start out the second. To the plate, Mike Mordecai, your center fielder, the .280 average with 3 home runs and 11 RBIs with 1 on. Here comes the 3-2 pitch. And it's a called strike. Slider, strikeout number 2 for Nagy. So 1 out, runner on first for your shortstop, Rafael Belliard, for the Atlanta Braves, batting .222, no home runs, 7 RBIs. And he swings and misses on the 1-2 fastball. He got him to chase it. The slider, excuse me. Nagy with his third punch out. To the plate comes our pitcher, Greg Maddux, who hit .153 for the year with no home runs, no RBIs. 1-2 count to Maddux. And he strikes him out. Nagy retires the side on strikeouts. Good pitching so far from the Indian pitcher. So to the plate, the bottom of the second, for the Cleveland Indians, you'll have Eddie Murray playing first base, batting for an average of .323 with 21 home runs and 82 RBIs. Eddie Murray to lead off. Lifts one into left field. Should be an easy play. Plesko fields it easily for the first out of the inning. Keep saying ending. That's not what we're playing here. Coming to the plate, batting in the 6th spot, Carlos Baerga, second baseman, batting .314 for the year with 15 home runs and 90 RBIs. Greg Maddux brings the 1-2 pitch. Hit sharply to second, but fielded easy by Lemke. And he retires Baerga on the 4-3. Up to bat. And maybe someone can help me who's familiar with the OOTP21 format. I got everybody's photos in, but Sandy Alomar Jr., because there's a Sandy Alomar Sr. and Jr., and also just Sandy Alomar in the photo files. It is not picking him. Any ideas on how I could fix that to get his picture in would be greatly appreciated. So we are 2 down in the bottom of the second. Cleveland leading 1-0. Sandy Alomar Jr. to the plate. The 1-0 pitch. It's hit to first. But over to Maddox covering, and Alomar Jr. is retired. The Indians still lead 1-0 going into the top of the third. Coming to the plate in the top of the third, your leadoff man, Chipper Jones. Nagy deals. He hits it sharply to short. Vizquel drills it to Murray for the out. Fields it easily, makes the play. David Justice to the plate. 3-2 count. Justice is ready to go. He lifts it into right field, but it's played easily by Ramirez, and he makes that play easy. 2 down here in the top of the third, with Javi Lopez to the plate. He lifts one into right as well. Ramirez is under it, and that's 3 up, 3 down at the top of the third. Cleveland still ahead, 1-0. Coming to the plate for Cleveland Indians, Omar Vizquel, your shortstop, batting .266 for the year with 6 home runs and 56 RBIs. Coming in as your 8th hitter. 1-0 count. It's hit to first, but fielded easily by McGriff. 1 out. Coming to the plate is your pitcher, Charles Nagy.
Strike
1-2, and he strikes him out. Got him with the cutter. It brings up our leadoff hitter, Kenny Lofton. Two down in the bottom of the third.
Strike 3.
And he strikes him out. 3 up, 3 down for Cleveland. Seems like both pitchers are getting dialed in now. This is going to be a pitcher's duel. It's kind of what I expected. Cleveland's thankful to have that 1-run lead. Coming to the plate, the top of the fourth, Ryan Klesko. The 0-2 count. Klesko hits it hard, and it is out of here. Solo home run, 423 feet. With the 0-2 count, he blisters it into right center field. Tie our game up, 1-1. And up next, the crime dog, Fred McGriff. Last time up, he hit into a double play. This time up, he hits it sharply into left. But Bell reaches it easily for the first out at the top of the fourth. That brings up Mark Lemke, second baseman. Nagy deals. 2-2 count. Down goes Lemke on the swing and a miss. That will be Nagy's 5th strikeout of the game. Which brings Mike Mordecai to the plate. 2 out, the top of the fourth. 3-2 count. He hits it to third, fielded easily by Tomei. Was thrown out at first. So, the top of the fourth, Ryan Klesko blasts an 0-2 ball 423 feet into right center to tie our game up 1-1 going into the bottom of the fourth. The game's getting interesting. So coming to the plate, the bottom of the fourth, the Cleveland Indians, Manny Ramirez. Hits it sharply to short. It's Fielded easily by Belliard, over to first, and Manny is out easily at first. Albert Bell to the plate. Maddox deals. And rain is beginning to fall. Bell swings at the pitch, and he misses it. So 0-1 count. 3-2 count now. Bell hits it sharply to Belliard at short, but over to first. Easy out. Which brings Jim Tomei to the plate with two gone in the bottom of the fourth, and our game tied 1-1. He hits it, pops it up to short. Easy play for Belliard, and that's 3 gone as we go into the top of the fifth. Their game deadlocked at 1-1. Come on, Cleveland. Your announcer is showing his bias. Up to the plate for Atlanta, Rafael Belliard. Nagy deals. Gets it back to the pitcher. Nagy gets over and fields it, and he gets Belliard just in time. 1 out. Infield normal, outfield playing shallow. I don't think they're expecting Greg Maddox to smack one over the head. He does hit a shallow one to center field, fielded easily by Lofton. 2 down. Top of the fifth. Chipper Jones to the plate. Nagy dealing. Base is empty, 2 out. Nagy peers in. It's lined down third. Tomei makes the grab. What a grab by Tomei on third. And we're in a rain delay. It's still raining. It's still raining. The raining has stopped. The delay lasted 56 minutes for them. Thankfully, it didn't last 56 minutes for us. So both teams will come out with Greg Maddox having to wait a long time to see how he returns pitching after that long 56-minute layoff. Eddie Murray to the plate here at the bottom of the fifth. Maddox deals. And it's hit into center, but lined straight to Mordecai, and he hauls it in. He only had to make a step or 2 over to make that play. Battings to the plate, Carlos Baerga. The 0-1 pitch. It's hit sharply, but covered well by Klesko. He tracks it down, trying to get it in the gap, but he makes the grab. Klesko was moving well on that ball. Sandy Alomar Jr. to the plate. 2 down in the bottom of the fifth. 1-2 with a 1-1 count. Slow roller to third. And easy out. So we go to the top of the sixth. Our game tied 1-1. The new pitcher for the Cleveland Indians, Dennis Cook. To the plate for the Atlanta Braves, Dave Justice. Cook comes in with a 12 and 2/3 innings pitch with 16 hits, 9 earned runs, with 13 Ks, 6.39 ERA. Justice to the plate. 1-2. Justice lifts it lazily into right field. Manny Ramirez with the easy grab. To the plate for the Atlanta Braves, Javi Lopez. The 2-0 count. It's sharply to short. Vizquel fields it easily. Lopez is retired. That brings Ryan Klesko to the plate, who had a solo home run in the 4th, facing Dennis Cook. The pitch, it's hit sharply, but straight to the left fielder. Final out of the inning. We go to the bottom of the 6th with the game still tied 1-1. Greg Maddux still on the mound for the Braves. To the plate for the Indians, Omar Vizquel.
Strike 3.
And he goes down, called strike. It's a beautiful pitch on the inside half of Greg Maddux, showing that control that he has and was known for. Up to the plate will be your pinch hitter, Tony Pena, coming in for Cook. Here's your pitch.
Strike 3.
And he goes down swinging on the circle change. Maddux fooled him. 2 down. So far, Maddux in the game, 5 2/3 pitch, 1 hit, 1 earned run, 4 Ks. Kenny Lofton to the plate. 2-0 count. Pitch is hit slowly. It's an infield hit to Lofton. His speed got the best of Maddux. He tried to field it, but Lofton is on. With 2 out, Lofton on first.
Strike 3.
But he strikes out the rest of the side. No runs, 1 hit, no errors, and a runner left on. The game is still tied, 1-1. As we go into the top of the 7th. I could swore he come in and pitch hit for Cook. Okay, Tony Pena. No, they had Cook batting 7th. I see what they did there. My mistake. Fred McGriff to the plate here at the top of the 7th. Pitch coming from Cook. McGriff digs in. Swing and a miss. McGriff strikes out. The 4-count pitch. That brings Mark Lemke to the plate. He's gone 0 for 1. But he's on with a sharp hit into center field. Drops down for second. Now we'll bring up Mike Mordecai, your center fielder. He hits it sharply. Second, get the lead runner. Somehow could not turn 2. Brings up Rafael Belliard. 2 down. The runner on first. Rafael set. He hits it sharply off the wall in right center. That will bring home. That's a triple for Belliard. Mordecai scores easily. Pitch hitting, so that's going to be it for the night for Greg Maddux. And he strikes out Cook. As we go into the 7th inning stretch, the bottom of the 7th, we hear the "Take Me Out to the Ball Game." To the mound for Atlanta is right-handed pitcher Greg McMichael, who for the year had a 2.79 ERA, a 7-2 record. with 32 base on balls and 74 strikes. And he will step up facing Albert Bell in his 50 home run season. McMichael deals, it's a full count. And it's lifted lazily into right field. Justice takes care of that one easily. One down, bottom of the 7th. Jim Thome steps to the plate. Atlanta leading 2-1. Has no hit so far. Slow roller. Pitcher McMichael fields it easily over to first. 2 outs. And Eddie Murray steps to the plate. So with 2 outs, the bottom of the 7th, we have Atlanta leading 2-1. And here comes the pitch. It's a slow roller to short. Just past the pitcher. And Murray has an infield hit. Which brings up Carlos Baerga with 1 on, 2 outs. Gets it sharply to first. McGriff builds it easily. Steps on the bag. No runs, 1 hit, no errors. Leaving a man on the base. But Braves maintain their lead 2-1 going into the top of the 8th. With the top of the lineup coming up, Chipper Jones to the plate. Dennis Cook still on the mound for the Cleveland Indians. Jones strides 2-2 and swing and a miss. Jack Jones chippered down on strikes. Good pitching in relief for Dennis Cook. David Justice to the plate. Cook fires, swung on, and out of here. So David Justice takes Cook deep 410 feet. The score now is 3-1. Here we go. 3-1. 1 down. And Javi Lopez to the plate. It's hit sharply down third, past Thome for a single. Thome not good enough defensively.
Good hit.
And pitching for Cleveland is now Julian Tavares. Plesko to the plate. 1 down, 1 on. It's hit sharply, and it's deep, and it is gone. Klesko's 2nd home run of the day. Wynn took that one, and Wynn's been blowing out all day. In the pulling away here in the top of the 8th, 5-1. Fred McGriff to the plate. Tavares delivers. Hits it sharply to short. Fielded easily by Vizquel. That's 2 outs here at the top of the 8th. Here comes the pitch to Lemke. He hits it sharply past first base for a single, which brings up Mordecai to the plate. 1 on, 2 down, top of the 8th. Atlanta 5, Cleveland 1. Here comes the pitch. It's a slow roller, and he gets him at second. Gets the lead man. Lemke's out, side retired. But Atlanta puts 3 runs on the board capped off with home runs, especially that shot by Klesko into left. Got out of here quick. So 5-1 going into the bottom of the 8th. Cleveland needs to get something going. Greg McMichael's still on the mound. To the plate, pinch hitting, Paul Sorrento, batting .235 for the year with 76 hits, 25 home runs, and 79 RBIs. McMichael delivers. And he got him looking. He strikes out on what the computer says a pretty fat pitch. Got fooled on that one. Up to the plate, Omar Vizquel. There's not a lot of people getting home. He hits it sharply to short, but Belliard hauls it in over to first, and Vizquel is out. 2 down in the bottom of the 8th. Tony Pena to the plate. Tony Pena digs in. He hits this one to right, but fielded easily by Justice in right. 3 up, 3 down, going to the top of the 9th with Atlanta still ahead, 5-1. And in pitching for the Cleveland, Jose Mesa. 3-0 record with 64 innings pitched with an ERA of 1.13. Mesa looks to stop the bleeding. Rafael Belliard to the plate. Mesa deals. 1-1 count. It's hit sharply to short. Fielded easily by Vizquel and over to first in time. 1 out. That brings Roberto Kelly to pinch hit to the plate. And he has no stats for the year, so let's see what he does. He does have 60 connect, 35 power. So here's the pitch to Kelly. Swing and miss. He struck him out on the sinker. Mesa gets Kelly with the one that just dove out of the strike zone. That brings Chipper Jones up here, top of the 9th. Mesa dealing the 1-2 count. And it's hit hard past first. McGriff could not, not McGriff. Ramirez has it. That's a double for Chipper. Mesa looking to get out of this inning. David Justice to the plate. He deals. 2-1 count. It's hit sharply to third, fielded easily over to first. Tomei has it. Justice is out. That brings us to the bottom of the 9th with Atlanta leading 5-1. This is Cleveland's last chance. And pitching for the Atlanta Braves, Brad Kluntz. An 8-1 for the season, 69 innings pitched, 3.65 ERA. Kenny Lofton, the leadoff hitter, as at the plate. He deals. It's hit slowly to second. Lemke easily throws over to first. 1 out. We're down to the last 2 outs for this first game of the '95 World Series. Atlanta leading 5-1. The 3-1 count, and he's walked. So with 1 on, we have Manny Ramirez at first. 1 out, Albert Bell to the plate. 2-2 count. The delivery hits it sharply. He hits it deep, and it is gone. Albert Bell with the home run, 385 feet, making this game interesting. It's now 5-3. Giving the home crowd a little bit of hope. So Atlanta will bring in Mark Wohlers to pitch. Hard-throwing Wohlers, 7-3, a 2.09 ERA. Tomey to the plate. One down, bottom of the ninth. Atlanta 5, Cleveland 3. Walks Tomey. Wohlers' save appearances, he's 25 for 25, but he has walked. The tying run is at the plate. Wohlers deals the 1-2 count. It's hit sharply, it's hit deep, but not deep enough for the warning track. Kelly reaches up for the catch. Throws it lazily in. So the bottom of the ninth, 5-3. Man on first. Tying run at the plate. Carlos Vallarta steps up. Wohlers will deal. Hits it. It's easy. It's the win, 5-3 over Cleveland. Atlanta now is leading the World Series 1-0. And that's our game, folks. Indians hammered by Klesko, dropped game 1 to Braves. Ryan Klesko led the charge over the Indians. Klesko 2 home runs, 3 RBIs, and scoring twice. Ryan Klesko was a definite impact on this game. And of course, you got great pitching from Greg Maddux. You can see tomorrow, John Smoltz, that was the pitcher I was trying to remember. Tomorrow, or yes, I'll be back tomorrow to play this game. You'll have Smoltz against Martinez for game 2. But you can see in this game, there's a lot of zeros in the columns in the hitting for both teams. Not a lot of hits were had. Well, Atlanta did fairly well, 9 hits, but only 4 hits for Cleveland during the game. And it's going to be a long day. You did have the home run and 3 RBIs for Bell, who stroked that one in the 9th inning to make this game interesting. But too much pitching, and that's what the story was for Atlanta all year. Maddux, with 6 innings pitched, he gets the win. 2 hits, 1 run, 1 earned, with 5 strikes. That leaves him with a 1.5 ERA for the game. Cook takes the loss with 4 hits, 3 of them being earned, and it still was a pretty decent pitching duel until we got into the 8th, and Atlanta opened the game up. So the game notes, player of the game, Ryan Klesko, and I think that was fairly obvious with 2 home runs and 3 RBIs and 2 runs himself. It was a cold night, 47 degrees, a progressive field with the wind blowing out to left at 19 miles an hour. There was a almost hour rain delay in the 5th, which probably caused problems in the games for the pitchers. Didn't seem to affect Maddux much, but maybe got to Cook later in the game. I hope I will get some viewers later. I know I didn't pick up any live, but I am doing this at an interesting time of day at 3 34 in the afternoon. Would love any feedback. Tell me how the game noise. Is the game noise too loud? I think it got a little loud there at the end with the booing from the Cleveland fans. So I may need to make adjustments with that. This is my first streaming of a playoff World Series game, and I enjoyed it. Unfortunately, it came to the same end as it did in real life, with Maddox really pitching well. And back in '95, the Braves took the series in 6. So with one game down, it's the '95 Atlanta Braves up 1-0 on the Cleveland Indians. I hope everyone has a great evening and a great afternoon.